Good evening, good afternoon, wherever you find yourself in this weird, wild, wacky world of ours. On a side note, can somebody please just make a note in the chat to let people know that we have started if they want to watch the watch link? Thank you. This evening's scene takes place on a dark, clouded, and very cold night in darkness in Dublin. Outside of the main central station called Houston Station, located at the heart of the city centre, a motley grouping have gathered. This evening, the station has closed early in order to see to renovations. But as a matter of fact, that is not what has happened. It is more so that several pieces of equipment and objets d'art needed to be lugged in so that this evening's escapade could continue unabated. As you enter into the facility itself or into the train station, the lights overhead are dim. The ground itself is strewn with cables. As you see a figure walk toward you, this figure is quite graceless and almost trips over one of the cables before he boots the monitor box that it's connected to across the room, swearing at it vehemently. You will see this individual walking towards you. Hi guys.
Enigma, good to see you again. It's the big night.
It's always nice to be appreciated. So, hi. For those of you who don't know, my name's Enigma. It's nice to meet you. Ooh, pretty. No, yeah. What was I? Hi, I'm Enigma. It's very nice to meet you. I'm going to be your tech support for this little escapade. So, first of all, one second. Mr. Hennessy has said that I was to spare no expense, Enigma. So I didn't. With this in mind, he opens a briefcase on a small table that's been set up with his computer monitors. You'll notice that he is not here alone by any means. You see Abdul lurking in the corner.
Abdul.
My boy.
But he will remove a number of very complicated and almost cyberpunk-looking earpieces that are on a small that are inside the briefcase, and he says, "Okay, these are your standard comm system, but they also include built-in locator chips and small micro cameras. So I'm going to be able to keep an eye on you all." Here you just he walks to Francis, and he has these his hands are as pictures. He's got the really long fingernails, and they are kind of dirty. He just kind of hooks it onto your ear. He gets really close, and you get the whiff of sewer. Because hashtag Nosferatu.
Yeah, it brings back bad memories. Do they serve as like earpieces that we can communicate to each other with?
Yeah, that they do.
Excellent.
They're all on a secure frequency that I monitor, and I'm pretty sure that the Sabat won't be able to hack it. Maybe kind of, sort of, but we'll see. Other than that, I'm going to be working to kill any kind of informational feed that could be taken out of the building or put onto some kind of cloud. After all, the masquerade's kind of a thing that we all like because it means that we don't get burned alive. So I'd kind of like to keep that.
No expense has been spared.
Well, Mr. Hennessy left about an hour and a half before you did, but then again, he was getting down to Waterford, and I quote him directly, "the old-fashioned way, Enigma." So I assume that means running. So, yeah, okay. I have your earpieces. I've got all that done. He has also provided you with a train that is going to be taking you straight from here to the... So, do you have any questions for me?
Michael, in the meantime, has been standing next to a wicked-looking alligator and seems to be conversing with it in low hisses and chirps.
Alligator's happy. It had ham.
I'm basically telling Queenie that she is to stay here and to protect Enigma with her life. And I'm also leaving plenty of spare hands with Enigma.
Okay. You will see this huge monstrosity of a crocodile basically goes up and kind of curls up around Enigma's chair that he's sitting in currently.
Oh, hi, Queenie.
Enigma, you know where the ham is, right?
I do know where the ham is. Yes, don't worry about it. I'm quite safe here. but this is going to be the center of our operations. Prince Thrain has informed me that if you are able to secure Bridgehead this evening, he is going to have troops from the Aegis PMC company occupy the building tomorrow, and then we're going to begin a further push. Which means I will be locating to Waterford tomorrow evening in order to set up our command HQ in the train station. Does anyone have any questions?
Francis thinks of some questions. um,
Does anyone actually have any questions for him?
I'm desperately trying to think because I feel like I should.
I would like to point out that if you do use these microphones while you are being covered by obfuscate, it will break not only your obfuscate, but the obfuscate of those that are cloaked with you. So please keep that in mind.
Actually, that's not true. In the event somebody breaks theirs, it's only if you break the obfuscate that it fails for everyone. If they break the obfuscate, everyone else stays obfuscated.
Oh, okay. All right. So I'll amend that to say that if you are being cloaked by somebody else and you speak into the microphone, you will become visible.
That is a good question for the DM, though. If you shoot a silenced weapon, does that break obfuscate?
Immediately, yes.
Okay.
Is there anything you can tell us about the reinforcements we might be expecting from either our side or the enemies?
No, I've managed to get a live video feed uplink. It's literally just one dude sitting there.
Yes.
Hang on, 1 second. Let me bring it up. His hands flick across his keyboard incredibly quickly, like preternaturally quickly, before the image is brought up on the screen, and you just see that one individual sitting there waiting.
I remember when I took a look over the train station, it was the same thing. There's he's sitting near some sort of large mirror.
I can see it. Hang on. Let me just rotate the camera. Camera rotating. There we go.
Can't imagine what the mirror might be used for, but it's probably not good.
Can I have an intelligence thaumaturgy?
You don't need to. You have that ritual.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mistina will pop up. He's going to teleport to that mirror.
So they're going to funnel reinforcements through that mirror.
Yes. That's what that does.
Oh. So they're giving us a choke point to hold.
Can they? Well, it could be a trick, but can the mirror be destroyed, or is it supernaturally durable?
No, you probably could destroy it. See it.
Okay.
Yeah, why do you think it's laying on its flat? Because they don't want to present it as a target.
Oh, well, answers that question. She smiles.
I mean, you guys really need to play some Portal. That is all I choose to say about your life choices.
Is that game you tried to get me to play with the two different colors?
Yes.
I like
You
that.
were stuck. You were stuck in the third room for an hour and a half.
I finally got out, didn't I?
Yes, after an hour and a half.
This is why I don't play video games. As much as I appreciate the education, but
yeah, so also bear in mind, right? So you guys have been pulling some major strings, and I'm pretty sure that they more than likely know that you're coming. That's the reason why they're waiting.
I'm sorry, he'll let anyone continue. Francis is getting ahead of herself, as is the player.
He blows up the image of the face really, really large. If anyone here has Sabbat lore, they may roll Intelligence Sabbat lore, difficulty 8, needing a threshold of 3 successes.
I am probably not going to reach this. Nope, I only get 2.
I'm going to assume I have at least one.
Yes. You're almost sure that you've seen his face before, but you just can't place it.
Oh.
A nope.
What's my intelligence spec?
Where is the third dice roller?
Yep, that's If 10s explode, then yeah, that's 4.
Roast.
What's your intelligence spec?
I actually didn't name one, so it's up to you if you give it to me or not.
I'm gonna say no. You can put your intelligence spec in now, but I'm not gonna let it count retroactively.
I never put any specs in because I thought we weren't doing specs, but
We are
Are
doing
we?
specs.
Are
Yes.
we?
Yes.
Okay.
But yeah, you can put in your specs, but obviously just we're not going to do it retroactive. Yeah, many of you guys know that his face, you know that guy, but you don't know why you know him. He's someone either infamous or important.
Do I get any? I guess not, but any bonus for actually having been in this spot?
Not really. There were a lot of people in the spot. You'd have to like.
Okay. You know, just to know if it was good. There are a lot of people. Okay.
I will also point out for those of you who are interested, underneath his coat, because he's wearing a very fancy coat, he is in fact wearing like full metal armor.
I don't think that would actually affect his soak in regard to bullets mechanically, right?
I mean, mechanically speaking, he has the full soak, but obviously, it's rule of cool. I'm giving him the full soak for the metal armor. Obviously, it's not technically, but meh. I'm God, I can do what I want.
As if the bat need any more advantages. Runs just kind of his eyes kind of squint at the image.
If it helps, you see his head is bent, and he appears to be muttering. You'd almost assume he's praying.
Oh. Seems he is preparing for battle.
Yeah. Either that or he got lost on his way to the cosplay convention.
Or church.
I mean, you have your jokes, I have mine. Huh? Yeah, no, literally just like points towards the Tremere. She gets it.
That was funny.
There you go.
Anywho, if we need, in the event that everything goes to hell, would you be able to guide us through the sewers?
I mean, the maps of the sewers haven't been updated in, wow, since 1963. Fuck me, this country. But I can maybe do so? Bear in mind, I've never been here. I'd have to be working on your GPS locators, and even then, I don't know how much ground they'll be able to traverse. If you manage to get yourself 2 or 3 stories down, they're pretty fucked.
Hmm.
And that's the biblical term.
Just considering escape options in the event of a worst case scenario, of course.
Uh-huh.
Not that we're expecting it, but it never hurts to be prepared.
Oh, that I have absolutely no doubt. Your train's right over there, for the record. He points at the only locomotive in the station. It's entirely being run by automated software, so I'm basically going to be driving it from here, so we don't have to involve the human population.
Hmm. Then I think what we can do is we can try and hold, and he'll kind of point to the area where the mirror and the guy is. If we hold, does that OC the room? How many doorways does it have? How many entrance points?
Well, you're going to be entering in on the station. You're going to be entering in on the actual physical platform. Then in order to get up to the level where he is, there are 2 staircases that lead up. He's sitting about 20 feet above the ground, give or take.
Okay. So if we can find our way, if we can get up there before they start summoning reinforcements, then we should be able to hold that space, and as they continue to flow in, we should be able to slowly back off down the stairs. It seems like a fairly narrow stretch.
Yeah, if you say so, boss.
Which means you should be able to limit the amount of hostiles coming at us. Once we get to the stairs, we can simply jump off the stairs and head back to the train. And we can hold the train as a 45 position. If they start summoning reinforcements prior to that, we should simply see if we can hold the stairs and then
What the ever-loving fuck is that?
What did you see?
Enigma points. Basically, you see his camera pan around, like to the. You see very briefly, and I emphasize this, Bishop. When you looked earlier, this wasn't here. You see a very brief silhouette of a huge thing.
Oh shit!
The fuck is that? 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 The fuck is that?
I'm gonna pull Poto out of my coat, and I'm gonna ask Poto if that. So I'm gonna ask Enigma to show Poto the silhouette.
It's gone, but he pulls up a freeze-framed image because it basically stepped back beyond the reach of the camera.
I think I know what that is.
And I'm going to ask Poto, is that what you saw that chased you away from the castle?
Poto's a ferret, isn't he?
Yep.
The ferret nods.
He's going to pat Poto carefully on the head and then put him back in his pocket and say, "That's what chased my animals away from the castle."
I think it's Avoged. I only got a brief look in the castle when I was astrally projecting to it before I was chased away by the bishop, but they had about half a dozen of them. It looks like they've brought at least one out, maybe more. That's going to present us with a problem.
For the record, guys, it looks like this.
Is it flammable?
It is the result of many ghouls being stitched together by Tizmisi flesh crafting. They're extremely dangerous, completely feral. They can obey basic commands, but are difficult to control even for old Tizmisi. They're extremely dangerous, though. We will want to focus our flammable weaponry on that to bring it down. It can hit as hard as an elder. It is unbelievably dangerous.
Can I just point out, this literally looks like something that was ripped right out of the Cthulhu mythos. If Yogg-Sothoth said, "I'm gonna fuck something today," and then birth that thing. Can we not? Can we not say we did? I like that plan.
One advantage over it is that it is slow. They're durable and very strong. It probably demolish the entire train station by itself, but it can't move very quickly and has no real higher intelligence. So if we maintain distance on it, it shouldn't be able to reach us. We can simply keep peppering at it until it eventually goes down.
What level of the train station is it on?
It is on the upper floor with the gentleman in question who is sitting and praying.
If we could knock that onto the train tracks and it hits the third rail, it'll electrify itself. That's just my idea.
No, luring it to in a compromising position where we can surround it and focus fire is the optimal way to deal with it. So that is a good idea.
So, yeah, I'm about to, I don't know, if I had the ability to move my bowels, they would have moved themselves all over my underwear. So, yeah, I'm going to wish you guys good luck and hope I never have to go down there.
Thanks for the, yeah.
Oh, if it helps, I think you're all fucking dead, but then again, I don't have to go, so it's aces for me.
I'm going to look at Enigma, and I'm going to walk over to him, and I'm going to whisper in his ear, "If anything happens to me, can you make sure that the next Kennel Master takes care of my projects?"
He nods his head. Can do, boss.
He'll pat Nigma on the back and then he'll walk onto the train.
One last thing to any who possessed a particular ability. The bishop has demonstrated a preternatural awareness in the past. I suspect it to be an advanced application of all specs, but it was able to, in the war over Milan, was able to pick out obfuscated kindred over large distances and have ghouls set them alight with flamethrowers.
Well, if that's the case, and I can't get out of the way.
But that may be another reason why they're so prepared. That we're not. There is no way we're going to be able to ambush them at this point. I mean, even if we go in obfuscated, they will likely be aware of where we are. So we're simply going to have to fight with that in mind.
If that is the case, we're essentially walking and attacking them exactly where they not necessarily want us to, but where they can see us coming and know what we're going to do.
Mm-hmm. That was always going to be the case.
The only thing I can say to this is that if they are focusing their attention on us, they're not focusing their attention on the right place.
Precisely.
Well, here we go.
All right. As you all clamber aboard the train, this is what the train looks like on the inside.
Oh, how quaint.
But with less sun, right?
with indeed less sun. The train. Enigma will speak into your earphones. Ladies and gentlemen, please keep your hands and rails inside the. Please keep your hands and feet inside the locomotive at all times. You will feel there's a shunt as the train starts to move forward, picking up speed gradually. Your destination, Waterford, will be reached in roughly 1 hour and 30 minutes. I trust that you don't expect a confection stand or a confection cart. Thank you for traveling Enigma Rail. Yes, for the record, he just constantly talks to you guys, inane, absolute bullshit, as you guys proceed to... Is there anything in particular you would like to do whilst on the train?
I would like to...
Sorry. Go ahead.
Okay, I would like to make a clairvoyance check over the train station now that we're heading towards it and the situation has updated itself since my last check.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to make another one. 1 second.
You want to roll me some dice?
I'm going to roll you some dice. Okay. Okay, I get 1 success, so I get only a single turn of looking upon the place.
Okay. Roll me a chance die, high or low, to see if you're looking at the right.
You know what? High.
You can roll it. Roll the chance die.
3? Nope.
Nope. You see exactly what I have described and nothing else.
Okay.
So yeah, I'll just use blood to use boost all my physicals to 5, so that's 3 blood. And during the trip, he'll just look at listening to Enigma going on. He'll look at Dr. Green. Sorry, what's Brett? Your character's name?
Brightman.
Brightman. I guess is he always like that?
No, sometimes he's actually urbane.
If it's okay, go ahead.
What I was going to do is I was going to give Kodo to Sam, Brandon's character, and say Kodo will let you know if there's anything unnaturally sickening that gets close, like another vampire or one of those things.
Sam, quick question. You do have at least one dot in animalism, don't you? 'Cause I'm not looking at your sheet.
Yes, I do have one dot in animalism.
Cool. That means the ferret will not immediately be disgusted by your presence. Pretty happy. But what were you going to do, Anthony? By all means, go ahead.
I was going to try for a clairvoyance roll on the destination that we're going to see if anything's moved.
Absolutely. Roll them Ds.
What's the diff on that? Right?
It's difficulty 6.
2 successes.
So you get it for 2 turns. You know what? I'll let you have it because you looked around for longer. There is not just one of those creatures. There is, in fact, 2 of them.
Sheriff,
Yes.
there's 2 of them. Shoot
Oh.
blink again.
Also, when you looked, for the record, you also saw another individual in a trench coat who has this really weird kind of, the smile on their face, it's almost Joker-like. It's almost been carved wider on their face. And they're speaking. Does clairvoyance give you sound?
I believe so.
I
It
believe
does.
so.
You will get the sentence as they're speaking to the praying individual. Wired and ready to go, sir. That's all you get.
All right. So the next thing I relay that information, and then I'm going to check a little further on the traps.
I'm going to talk into the microphone to Enigma. Enigma, can you find a way to check to see if the tracks have been wired to detonate at a certain point?
I'm currently observing a conversation between some dude who looks like he wants to play the Joker at said cosplay convention our friend got, misled or got wandered away from. And I haven't been able to observe them wiring the tracks, no. So I don't think it's the train tracks, if that's what you guys are talking about. But then again, I don't have audio.
You told me that remote detonator devices, and I've got the technology that actually out of character know this. My character does have technology on the sheet that there are remote detonator devices that use radio frequencies to set off explosives.
Yeah.
Could you check for those?
No, I could check for the well, kinda. I could. It wouldn't be any use, but I could tell you if the radio wave is actually emanating. I could give you about 5 seconds.
Any heads up you can give us would be helpful.
Okie dokie.
How many
Alright.
other cameras? Oh, sorry.
Oh,
How many
Everyone, I suggest everyone gets ready.
Get ready.
Oh, definitely.
their stat as the connection goes dead. Briefly. Gentlemen, the lights in the train you're in, bear in mind, you're still about 45 minutes outside of Watford. Ever so slightly. And how have you guys seated yourselves? Like, are you all set together? Have you kind of spaced out? Because there's only one car that's being pulled by the locomotive. So you're all in the one car, but are you sitting together? Have you spaced yourselves out?
I'll probably
I
be
would
sitting
probably
next-
space myself out of it.
Spaced out.
Okay. At one end of the corridor that is nearest the locomotive, the lights flicker, 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 turn off, and then snap on again. And you see this individual standing at the end of the corridor, smiling.
Hi, Mark.
Fuck, wait.
Ishar.
Now. For the record, I will point out, particularly for Bishop and for 1 second. Anthony, I love you like a brother, but Miss Dina?
Yeah,
Miss
you
Dina?
said it right. Mhm.
Ah, victory! He is not physically here.
Okay.
He is in fact he has astrally projected himself here. So if either of you would like to initiate astral combat with him, you can.
Let's not.
No. One day though.
My dears, I came to how would I phrase this? You're inadvertently I came to offer my assistance.
How?
My.
The
So
better
it-
question.
How about we
Right.
let him speak first?
Yeah, I was gonna say, Brett, feel free to ask a question. Sorry, continue.
When somebody said how, Michael Brightman would have spoken up and said, "The better question is, what is it going to cost?"
It costs you exactly nothing. Ultimately, you have managed to put yourself in the path of my enemy, and the enemy of my enemy is.
Slightly less of an enemy.
Well, they are going to use blood sorceries against you this evening. That is what the mirror is. Quite intelligent of you to ascertain this little fact. Needless to say, this conversation is entirely private. I've had to cut out the annoying chatter of the incessant one. But I can give you the ability to shatter the magics in question so that it need only be you versus them in this little conflict as opposed to you versus them and their legions. It's up to you, really. I want to see the Voivode dead as well. It just so happens he stole something from me. Something that, if you kill him, well, will come into being.
Go on.
Oh, I have no intention of elaborating.
Something that, if you gain possession of, will make what happened at the theater seem like a picnic?
Oh no, I don't need to gain possession of it. The Voivode just needs to die.
I see. So he's a seal.
You've been catching on, Doctor.
I've had a lot of reading time.
Not necessarily him, but he is linked to one of the seals. He inadvertently did so, and in his death moments, another seal will unlock, making the fifth. So, you have your choice. Do you wish to accept my meager offer of help?
Sheriff kind of considers this for a moment because it's like, well, because he's thinking, well, we're gonna kill the Voivode anyway, so.
They're in no position of authority to make this decision. It's all you, man.
So either cooperate with a red lister in front of literally everyone, or don't and risk everybody dying.
If it helps, he smiles looking at Francis. If it helps, he snaps his fingers, and on one of the tables in front of you appears a very intricate, beautiful piece of paper upon which has been written in blood a contract.
I do not want to sign a blood contract with a red lister. Hell no.
Actually, no. The contract is really interesting. It states that no one here, and you can look at it and read it with legalese, the basic premise is no one here may ever speak of the fact that this deal was made outside. He is doing this to protect you.
Okay, now Francis is really confused. At the same time,
basically, if you sign this contract, the logic being, if this contract is the signatures may never speak of or in any other way inform on you that you made this deal.
Which means that out of character, which means we all have to agree to sign it.
The astral figure holds up a very small box that seems to pulse with black energy that's barely contained. You can see there are crystal sides to the box, purple crystal sides. It seems to smash or attempt to smash its way out of the crystal sides, but it doesn't seem to have the ability to do so. Now, if you have intelligence thaumaturgy, you can roll it.
Oh my fucking god.
It's fine, Anthony. I love you.
fucking hate me. We have right now with what's my spec and genius apply?
Yeah.
So that's 4 successes.
All right. Essentially, what he has there is blood powers all Tremere sorcery. This is a simple and innate fact. What he's done there is he's essentially corrupted the power of the blood, and you see it kind of flow through the orb. If this is shattered in a given place, it will essentially create a wave of what would essentially be thaumaturgical counter magic that will probably shatter any enchantment within a 2 or 3 mile radius, including every one of yours.
Oh,
Whoopsie daisy.
what about my cool burning story?
She'll explain, like in a matter of fact way.
Oh.
As you contemplate, you're not really sure how Vosged are made. Would that cause them to break apart? Maybe. Who knows?
It won't, but I just thought it'd be funny for you to contemplate it.
I don't know, Chef. Do you think we actually have a chance, or?
Of course we do. And I'm not going to force any of you to sign this. I'm not even going to suggest that you do so.
No, because if I sign that, my life is forfeit. She just looks at you like, wait.
You can literally see Stalheim donkey punching you to death. It's great.
Then that more or less, well, how convenient that that idea is scuppered. Francis kind of sarcastically raises his shoulders and going, "Oh no, how terrible!" Sarcastically. Look, the simple.
I tell you what, I need to go to the bathroom briefly, but if you guys want to talk about it amongst yourselves, come up with a decision, by all means, feel free to do so.
This is made his.
If it will make you feel better, though I will not, and neither will Sam, sign an Infernalist document, as unfortunately by Justicar edict, only the Tremere are immune from dealing with Infernalist powers. We will, however, maintain the silence of Clan Nosferatu in this matter. Isn't that right, Sam?
Sam nods. As far as I'm concerned, this whole discussion and incident on the train, it never happened. Period. We got there without incident.
Indeed.
But are we considering it?
It's not an if, I can't.
Well, we may not need to sign the contract, and you might be able to keep your not have your life be forfeit.
My point exactly.
What we're going to have to do here is we're going to have to take it on each other's words that there's nothing going to leave this cart. Because if we have members among us who cannot sign this contract, then the only way we can say yes is to just have it at word and face value.
Because everyone here wants to make that mirror not work, right?
Mm-hmm.
That we agree on.
We're already going into a hellhole as enough as it is. I mean, I don't like it. I really don't, Francis. But it would be pretty dang helpful if he is keeping his word. I mean, if this does help us out, then yeah, I'm game. I don't like it. I don't like it, but I'm game.
Simple reality is that none of us are in a position to accept nor reject. So.
Boy, she just kind of points at the sheriff like he said it. Like,
what if we did neither? As I said, nothing's leaving the train. So what if we simply just said, that we decided that nothing happened.
This is exactly what I intend to say. Rather,
The overarching question is, do we accept this thing's, no offense,
None taken.
word that this will work, and that we are unfortunately assisting him in his own vendettas and his own plans? The thing is that the bishop has to die. As loath as I am to commit anybody to murder or to commit anybody to death, the bishop and his rebellious individuals must die.
I think we should look at what is the immediate threat. I mean, no offense, you could be an immediate threat to us in the future.
Oh, he's an immediate. They're an immediate threat right now. They could perform immense damage in this game.
Let's put it this. Let's put it this way. He's an immediate threat. The Sabbat in Waterford are an immediate threat. The Sabbat on the ocean heading here are an immediate threat.
Yes. It's interesting that they would perform that kind of rite at sea. It's never been done before, but it's fascinating.
Let me guess. They're going to co-locate to land. Great.
You think so small.
Sam's pauses, and then his eyes go wide.
No, my dear, dear boy. But I'm not here to give that particular piece of information away. I will also tell you, in all honesty, due to bound and covenant sworn, in blood of old, spilled, trickled, and forgotten, I am incapable of lying. I cannot tell a lie. I can admit the truth, but I can never truly lie. So, it is exactly as I have said, sworn in covenant, sealed of old.
Okay. Then this act that you will do, you will follow through with it?
I will not do any act. I will give you the means to perform the act. More aptly, I will give. He points towards the darling Tremere. I will give her the ability to do the act, as the rest of you are frankly knuckle-dragging Neanderthals who would barely understand it, even if I was to explain it.
I'm going to, in the right language, I'm going to look him right in whatever eyes he has, and in the language from the book that I have, recite a passage from it directly at him.
Ah, so you admit to Nodist lore. I was led to understand that that was illegal in the Camarilla. Fascinating. He says that
Eyes go to the doctor.
That's just nothing. I just heard that somewhere. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh my God!
Because you can quote a passage to me in the Book of Nod in the original dialect spoken within the second city, and you expect me to believe that you've heard it somewhere as if it were idle washerwomen's gossip or people sitting around having pleasant cups of tea and talking about the weather.
Miss Ian just sits down and smokes a cigarette and just kind of just lets this play out. Like, okay.
But my time grows short and I'm weary of this already. He tosses the box into
As Francis was just about to say, if you wish to give. Actually, I don't think he's actually. This is the first time he's met Nestina, so he'll just say, "This is the if you wish to give Lady Summers the box, you're free to do so. Whether she chooses to use it or not is up to her."
Hey, Anthony, you've got a nice box sitting in your lap.
And it's a nice, pretty box, ain't it?
It makes your skin crawl to touch it. It's made of EWE.
I know, no shit. I read the books. I know what I'm looking at. Like, it's awful.
But frankly, I think regardless of our response, you would simply do as you will.
Congratulations, child of the blood of Helen of Troy. You've successfully managed to waddle down the path and taken your first step towards becoming interesting. And with that, Aishar vanishes.
I'm rather disappointed that I was not considered interesting up until this point.
Ouch.
You're under no obligation to use that, for the record.
She just looks at you. I don't have the status to say shit to you. She just looks at you like, really? Really?
For the record, I'm not saying it because I'm highly sarcastic and rather fatalist, but it doesn't help.
I don't have the status, and I respect you too much to say what I thought about. And he'll smile at Francis.
By the way,
Might
hey,
be a problem.
hey, Anthony.
Yeah.
The way you open that, for the record, is you have to bleed a single drop of blood on it.
Oh,
Hell
that's...
no. No.
Let it go,
Question.
let it go.
No.
Out of
Hang on,
character. If it's being used and I am there and Stalheim asks me, I will have to tell him. Would there be a way to have my memory erased or something along these lines?
Yes, it's called dominate.
Okay, does Miss
pretty simple.
Summers have this power?
Hey, in all
She
honesty,
just looks at.
in all honesty, as a precaution, when by the time we get back, we should probably do that as a precaution. Just have everyone's memory just wiped for this instant.
The rest of you aren't an issue here. I'm an issue here because I owe the dude a life boon. So I would have to tell him.
I mean, nobody cares if he knows. He's
Yeah.
the Tremillon. I think Lady Summers would actually like it if you told him. In any
She doesn't say anything. She's just like, oh my
I don't say I ain't
God.
cat for the record.
So
This is an out of character observation.
Anyway, would you be able to mindfuck me out of this knowledge?
He just looks at you and just says, I can't. I can't.
Francis just goes, we're not doing this now, and please never say those words in my presence again.
What was the last one?
The answer is no.
No.
The answer is no, dear. Now, we're going to move forward as planned, and he just taps the earpiece. Is this thing even working still?
He's been listening the whole time.
I don't think so. It was out.
Yeah, no, he's literally tapping it now. I was like, is this thing even still working? Because Aisha's gone now. So.
Hi guys, did you like go through some kind of signal dead zone? That was really weird.
It's a long. It's not a long story. Let's just say we got an unscrupulous offer of assistance.
Why is it that I'm expecting you to suddenly come back with everything's fine here? How are you?
It's not really fine, but we're moving
Because some
forward.
of us haven't seen Star Wars.
I know it's fine that you're old. Don't worry about it.
Let's put it this way. I got a bad feeling about this.
You always say that. You always say we got a bad feeling about this.
Another enemy of the sect offered us aid.
On a scale of 1 to bad, how bad an enemy of the sect?
25.
Double bad.
It's a 20.
Should I be informing Prince Thrain? I feel like I should be informing Prince Thrain.
You should be informing Prince Thrain that the Red Lister offered us aid.
Did you accept it?
No.
No, although it gave us something.
Oh.
Let's put
It
it
wants
this way.
us to kill the bishop. It's linked to its plans.
Well, that became clusterfuck and a half. Okay, kids.
In any case, we're killing the voivode anyway, so this is the bishop anyway, so this doesn't really matter.
Just put it this way: someone throws a gun at you. I mean, are you going to use the gun or not?
I mean, I have plenty of guns. This is. Let us just continue.
So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you will proceed down until eventually the train will slow until you will arrive. Kan de chak de stak egg tolach vo galua. Ag de tasha shak on the tasro la heron Aaron. we are now arriving in Waterford. Thank you for traveling with Aaron Road Aaron. Because in my country, they say it in both English and Irish. Fun facts.
Hey, Enigma, if you could you keep the doors open and close them when I give the signal? We may need to draw the enemy back into the train.
Uh-huh.
Barricades would be helpful if that happens.
Can I give a hug
yes.
to Emily?
Hang on, for the record, yes, Anthony, yes, you can. Are you TFOing into both though, really quickly? Boss, they gave me the icky.
Man.
He's just gonna sharp now, take it, and teleport off. I'm calling it. I'm calling it now.
What, Stalheim?
Yeah.
No.
Oh. Boo.
Okay, so the train, yeah, I can open and close the doors. That's not a problem.
Cool. We may need that. We may be pulling the enemy back into the train.
All right, so you guys step out onto the platform. About 50 feet away. Sorry. Brett, are you cloaking the peeps?
I will cloak whoever needs to be cloaked.
Who wishes to enter cloaked and who
I
wishes
can cloak
to enter
three
without?
people.
I'll be cloaked.
I'll be
I'll be cloaked.
Sam
Okay.
can also cloak.
Let's see who has the fiery ammunition of death. Because I know Francis does. I know Monique does. Does Sam have any?
That is up to the storyteller as to whether or not I was able to get more.
What is?
You were not, in fact, able to get more.
Okie dokie, then I just have normal ammunition.
Okay, then there's one spot left.
Hang on, I need to check something. Give me 2 secs.
I will be right back. I'm just grabbing a dinner plate.
No worries, take your time. So as you wrap people in your respective obfuscates, just have to check a level of something. Give me 2 secs.
I have my own obfuscate.
That's fine. As you step out, you will see the figure at the other end who is sitting very, very calmly on top of the.
Hey, Evan.
Hmm?
Just real quick, Tiger posted in chat that he's on his way.
Okay. You'll see the figure who was seated on top of the rise. He basically jumps down, so his feet hit the ground. He stays entirely vertical, so he doesn't appear to move. He just appears like he doesn't bend his knees, basically. Can I get everyone to please make me a perception alertness roll, difficulty 9, minus your specs levels, requiring a threshold of 4 successes.
Okay.
Also,
What was the difficulty again?
9.
Okay.
Seven,
Just
six
so you-
dice.
just so
Use
you
your
know,
willpower.
just so
Hang
you
on.
know,
Yes.
so you know, Evan, I just rolled a pass before we got off the. I rolled a potency of blood.
Okay, what is your current active generation?
2 for duration, -3. I'll PM it to you.
No worries.
How many successes we need?
You need 4 successes.
Okay.
This is really tiny, minute detail.
Does attentive act as an applicable specialty?
Yes, it does. Once again, remember to minus your specs levels, because I know some of you have got stupidly high specs.
Yeah, but still, I didn't get enough.
5 successes.
You get it?
I did not botch.
Okay. Emily
Thanks
doesn't
to
get it. Those ones, though.
Yeah, it sucks.
All right, Bishop, you get it, though. There is small amounts as you step out onto the platform, and as you step inside into the whatchamacallit, into the. I will remind you are under obfuscate. Important fun facts. So there are small amounts of very, 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 very fine granulated white dust on the ground, and you notice the fact the ground itself is made up of white and black checkered stone that moves towards the ticket desk and moves towards the door. I will leave you to draw your own conclusions on that.
Please somebody tell Michael. Please somebody tell Michael. Please somebody tell Michael.
Francis relays the information to you. He says they've laid down white dust on the floor.
I'm tapping.
At which point your obfuscate breaks.
Wait, well, what?
Yeah, you
spoke.
spoke.
Oh,
No,
I'm
I'm
gonna do that
texting.
then. Oh, well.
Oh, yes, you can text. Be clear on these things. Thank you. You
Oh,
say, I
no,
say.
actually, I'm going to make this a lot simpler. I'm just going to try and telepathy with him.
I'll let it in, but if you go too deep, I'm gonna boot you out.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't in any way try and read your mind. He merely tries to project his own words into your head. So he literally just says that through telepathy.
All right. Texting to everybody. Stop now.
I stop.
Texting to everybody. This is the same trick that the mercenaries
No,
used on us
no,
to detect obfuscate.
It's 100. It's Brett. It's 100% not the same trick. Francis, the dirt, the ground, it is granulated. It's very white. You'd assume it's from these. You'd assume it's from these. Whatchamacallit, these paving slabs being moved.
Oh, the slabs have been moved. Perhaps this is part of their trap.
I'm going to inhale and smell. Does this smell like anything I'm familiar with?
Nope, it's just dust. It's just very fine dust.
Okay.
I will give you the opportunity to come out now and actually fight with a semblance of honor.
Tapping on my phone. They might have a way to detect me that I'm not familiar with.
I will point out he hasn't actually locked to look at any of you. His head is scanning. If that makes sense, it's moving from left to right.
Can I use aura perception on the entire area in front of me? I'm looking for kindred auras and ghoul auras.
Yep, you can.
I'm gonna do that right now. Get a quick head count, see where everybody is, more importantly. So get 5 successes.
Alright, he is a kindred. For the record, he is eerily calm.
Okay, what about everybody else? Because I'm looking.
Actually, no. I will put. Sorry, it's primarily calm. He is heartbreakingly sad.
Oh.
He really, and there's sadness, there is regret, there is trepidation, there is hatred. You don't think he wants to be here.
So right.
There are the 2 huge outlines that you can now see. Oh, Nelly, they're like 15 feet tall. Oh, hee hee. Along with that, there are 2 other kindred who are located on the 2nd floor. One of them is sitting down, and the other is standing up.
I can grab his attention if you obfuscate somebody else.
You can release your obfuscate without bothering it. I'll text him. You can release it on your own if you choose, and it won't release the others.
All right. Francis will do a thing. The Majesty is not my friend because I do not possess it as a discipline. Also,
what? I hate you so much right now.
It's extremely easily circumvented with willpower, sadly. But no. Francis will kind of pop into existence, and his aspect's very much active because he doesn't really trust us about to fight with honor at all because they don't usually. Francis will simply say, "You do not even wish to fight, so why do it?"
Because oftentimes we are but the servants of things that we do not wish to do. By the way, Francis, sorry, one thing I should have pointed out: his sword that is hanging in his belt has an aura.
Ooh.
It's made of terror.
Ooh. Okay.
The handle appears to be made of bone. That sword is alive.
Oh my god. Wow.
As you look, that's not a gem in its pommel. That's an eye.
I can empathize with that statement. I see you have company.
I have been ordered to repel you. I will ask you to withdraw now.
I don't think either of us are in a position to withdraw.
No.
Which puts us in the oh-so-famous Mexican standoff.
Yes. There's almost like a moaning sound as he draws the sword. If I am to fight you, I would at least know your name.
Francis, I'm the Sheriff of Dublin.
My name is Bahariel. I hope you die well, Sheriff.
Likewise. Yeah, he raises his shotgun. Actually, why would Francis? Francis have the shotgun raised. He's at range.
All right. He shouts. As we roll initiative, this will kick off the initiative. Below line 1, there is a series of explosions from white tiles beneath your guys' feet. And we're gonna
Hey,
roll
I
that.
noticed them. Can I not be in the trap? Because I
You can.
noticed.
Yes, I will. Okay, I will give it to you because because two of you know this because you sent it in text message or you communicated it to two people. You two can get a -3 on the difficulty of the dodge roll that you're going to have to make.
Yay!
How do we roll initiative?
Dexterity, athletics.
You're not. Wait. Okay. For a start, all of you guys are going to roll your dexterity plus your athletics. This is before anything else. Plus your celerity. Important fact. It is going to be, if you saw it coming, it is going to be difficulty 5. If you didn't see it coming, it's going to be difficulty 8. And you are both going to require a threshold of 3 successes.
I'm going to spend a
don't think I
willpower.
can make that.
Okay, Francis is fine. Get 7 successes.
Willpower as well.
I have a specialty in lightning reflexes, so actually I get so many successes as another
What
one.
was the
I will also
difficulty
spend a
again?
willpower.
Difficulty 8.
Oh, fuck.
3 successes, barely.
Oh, Anthony, those ones, though.
Oh, dear.
Would Swift count as a specialty?
Yes.
And
Well, so you get out of the way.
I'm going to use a
Oh, wait,
willpower.
that's...
Oh my god.
Oh my god, these wands.
Oh my.
Oh my god.
Question. I should have called the willpower before, right?
Yes, you cannot use it afterwards.
Yeah.
All right, kids. I'm now going to roll some damage. You are all going to take the same amount of damage. This damage is aggravated.
And yeah,
What about those that hit
I
the,
haven't rolled, but I use willpower.
What about those of us that hit
Shit,
the 3
thank God for that willpower.
the 3 difficulty, the 3 successes
If you
requirement?
got the 3 successes on the difficulty roll, you are able to dodge out of there without taking any damage.
And if you
Thank
have,
God.
and if you don't have enough successes, it's
It
just
doesn't. You take the damage. There's a flat.
Thanks to
Got
the
exactly
willpower,
3.
I had exactly 3. So
How many of us actually got out
That
of the
was
way?
close.
Wow, you only all take 1 ag damage. Please soak.
I thought I was so fucking dead. I was like, damn.
Remember, you have the bulky
Yeah, I
armor
soak it.
that Francis gave you, so you all have 2.
just as a just as a
I soak
reminder,
it.
anybody that had obfuscate on them is
Mhm.
now broken.
Well, no shit. We
The
got
damage
exploded.
is after soak and after everything. The damage is after we after the.
You now roll your soak, which in your case is 2. You roll 2 dice. If you get a 6 or above, you will soak the 1 point of aggravated damage.
So I roll 2 dice.
Yes.
Did I get anything?
No.
Looking.
But
Yeah,
Get
you
it.
soak it. You're fine.
Yep. Oof. That was close.
So I'm confused. So what do I get?
You don't take damage.
Ah, God, thanks.
So, hi. How's it going? We're now gonna roll some initiative.
Okay.
Okay. So your initiative is a 1d10 plus the sum total of your dex plus your wits and any celerity you have. Oof, Michael's on fire.
Yeah.
Uh,
15.
Oof, that is a big oof. Okay. I only have to roll 3 sets of initiative this round because there will only be 3 of them that will be in the initiative.
I got 9.
Okay, I'm going to ask somebody who is not me to make a chart. Okay, so Bahariel, who is the individual here pictured, is going on a 23, and the 2 Vosged are going on 10. If somebody would mind making me an initiative chart, I will love them forever. I think that Francis is gone, or is he back? I don't know.
Well, he's muted at the moment, so
I'm back. I'm just going to roll my initiative. I'd stay. So Dex currently 6. I'm at 18.
Alright. If everybody can post in side chat what your initiative is. For those of you with 16s, count off your. First of all, Francis, and Mistina, what are your dexterities?
Mine is currently 6.
Mine is currently
Okay.
9.
Okay, so Messina's going first, then Francis. Let's see. Brandon, what's your 16? What's your dex?
Just flat decks.
Yes.
5.
Nelson.
5.
Okay, what is your wits then, Brandon?
3.
Nelson.
3.
But do either of you have?
Okay.
Hang on. Do either of you have celerity?
Yes, I have celerity too.
Okay, then.
Does Domber have celerity?
No.
Then
Okay,
you
then
get.
Brandon, and then Nelson. So Sam.
On a side note, I think Bishop might have copped on what's about to happen.
Yes.
I feel
16.
I feel no regret for this. Who the fuck am I kidding?
Emily 15.
I'm very concerned.
And Monique.
Are you in fact a concerned dog meme?
I'm the extremely
9.
extremely concerned dog right now.
Tiger's character is 7. Okay, and then need to input the
Tiger's almost on.
real 23, and then you spelled Vosge wrong.
I have no idea how to fucking spell it. I apologize for nothing.
It's not a fucking real word, Brett. Stop. Like,
VOZH. Actually, it is. It's a Romanian word for, I think, either sergeant or captain, and it's spelled VOZHD.
Well, we are now armed with the more we know.
Do 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 do. All right, I've got your initiative chart. Do you want me to post it in side chat?
Please and thank you. If it helps, because this is an action that I've decided to incorporate because I'm a dick, I apologize for absolutely nothing for what is about to occur.
I know you don't.
I do it with love.
You do it with hate in your heart, asshole.
Do it with unfairness.
That's not an incorrect statement.
Hang on, I just have to pop out and pop back in, so I'll be 2 seconds.
What did I miss?
Nothing. I think
That's all right.
it makes me more threatening than a fucking Vosge, to be honest.
Yeah.
If he's
So-
as stacked as I think he is.
Oh yeah, he is. I can't take that. I'm letting you know that right now. Like,
Oh my god, how did...
What clan are we thinking?
Oh, I know exactly what bloodline he is.
Oh yeah, he's definitely Saluanti.
yeah, I can't take any of that.
How do we feel this? This is how people felt when I threw Tabris at them, I suppose.
Can you repost the initiative chart for me, please? Thank you.
Not a problem.
So, on his initiative, my boy Baharael stands there for a few moments as he flicks his sword. He then starts to sing.
Oh,
Oh no! Don't do that.
Why wouldn't I want to do that, Bishop?
I like it when people
because you love us?
use my own shit against me.
So Bishop, you know how I know a certain person's stat line?
Oh my god, did you give him that stat line? Wait, which one? Yours or theirs?
Moving swiftly.
Ah, you suck.
So basically, you will see this gentleman as he starts to sing. He starts to sing in an old language. Can anyone here speak Hebrew?
Nope.
And he starts to sing
No,
about his.
But I
his
have natural linguist. I don't know if that would help.
Not really. But if any of you can, Enigma will translate. He's like, so guys, yeah, Google Translate. He's singing about like what he's afraid of. This is really peculiar. As you see in the center of his forehead, a third eye open.
Oh,
Here comes that Tempors.
Okay.
That Temporis? What?
no,
What?
that's not Temporis.
That's
This is
Valorant.
something that's something far worse than that.
He then flicks his sword up in a ready position.
I thought you loved.
He will also spend some blood. At which
Oh.
point it is Mystia's turn.
I thought you loved us.
Nah.
Who lied to you? Like, we're about to die in hellish hate. Like,
What made you think that? No,
By the way, you guys will become immediately aware of the two hulking figures that are barreling their way down the two sets of stairs, breaking the steps under their gestalt feet. These things must weigh a metric ton each. Continue.
darling, since they're like breaking things as they're like hulking past, can you say that one of them broke a water main?
Broke a what, sorry?
Broke a water like pipe or something as they were hulking down?
I'll roll you a chance die. High or low?
Meh, I'll say hi.
Always go with high.
Help me out here, kill that mofo.
It's fine. He loves you.
That's what they all say until we actually see.
No, they most
Oh.
certainly did not break a water pipe. As a matter of fact, they somehow managed to make the piping better. We don't know.
That's hilarious. Jesus. Right. So,
For the record, no. You can actually blood buff reflexively. And also, bear in mind, I'm being nice, Bishop, because technically speaking, because it doesn't require an action to do, he could have started singing and attacked in the same action.
Yeah, but I'm afraid he has the even more broken ass power, which scares the hell out of me.
What, which is actually Valorant 5 in this particular edition. Yes.
Is it?
yes.
Yes?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh.
That's the sound of a wounded bishop.
Oh, it is. What the? Okay.
Well, I'm about to wound him if it helps.
Gonna obvious threats first, and hopefully other people can handle the other things. I'm going to make a few steps back towards the car, and I'm gonna try to dehydrate.
Okay, you're gonna rip some blood right out of one of the Vosged. Do that thing.
Mm.
Oh, which you consider the obvious threat? This guy or the Vosged?
the thing that's singing, the hulking monstrosities are like it's kind of bad. That's kind of awful. Bad, awful. We're both gonna
Once
die.
again,
So,
and I'll give it to Francis. He really doesn't want to be doing this. As he starts to do this, you see tears start to run down his face
Ugh,
from all three eyes.
ugh.
uh,
I really don't want to hit that.
you do that on your turn, sir.
Oh my god.
Mm. Oh, nice roll. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 points, 7 levels. He stokes with his stamina plus fortitude. Guy obviously has both.
Yep. Is this lethal or ag or what is it?
It's the way it's described is it's considered lethal, and you
Okay,
lose
cool.
blood points equal.
He will. How many did you get? You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He automatically soaks 5, and I'll roll his armor and his
Okay.
fortitude.
Not his armor, just his fortitude.
Oh, just
Stamina,
his stamina. Okay, cool.
stamina plus fortitude, not the armor.
Difficulty 9.
If 9.
Okie dokie then. Yeah, you do a health level of damage to him, and you drain a blood point.
No, don't drain it. One of his blood points turns to water.
Okay, there we go. That's even more fucked up. Okay, on to Francis.
Oh god, what to even hit? There's 2 Vosged and this motherfucker.
Not to mention the fact that, hey, Thumb guy over there, that mirror has started to activate. Just saying.
No.
Okay, how to approach this guy? It kind of depends who else is attacking him, really. We can't really afford to split fire.
You should probably break the mirror.
Where is the mirror? Can I shoot it from where I'm at?
Nope, it is laying on the floor. You would have to get past the Vosges and up onto the second floor.
Yeah, okay.
Mentioned there are 2 kindred on the second floor. I will point that out.
Okay, okay. My action kind of depends on everybody else's actions, so
You can hold if you'd like.
yeah, I'm gonna hold. I will declare for celerity and fortitude.
Okay. Next.
Yeah.
Next is going to be Sam. How's it going, buddy?
How's it going? Well, since one of my teammates shot at him, I'm going to try and take cover behind a pillar in the back, try and keep myself at range.
Mhm.
I'm going to pop celerity, and just double checking with you, in 20th edition, does celerity give you extra actions?
Yes.
Okay, so same as before. I'm going to shoot him 3 times.
Well, no, you shoot at the end of the initiative.
Oh, okay, so I'll just then
Sorry, you can shoot once for the first action, and then at the end you take more actions at the end of the round.
Okay, so I'll do my first shot then.
Okay. Are you okay? Because I sense that there might be rules clunk here. Are you trying to pull a headshot on him?
Actually, with this guy, yeah, I'll do that. Call a headshot.
Okay. It is difficulty 10 and will require 1 rollover success. Or sorry, it's difficulty 9 and will require. Hang on. Headshots are normally plus 2 diff. Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yep. So plus 2 diff, which will bring it to difficulty 8, plus an additional 2 diff, which will bring it to difficulty 9 with 1 rollover required.
Okay. And
So you require
pre-spending
2
a willpower,
9s.
and pre-spending a willpower lets you re-roll failures.
No, pre-spending willpower lets you have an automatic success.
With specialty, do I get re-rolls of 10s?
No, your 10s will double.
Okay. All right. Just confirming that we got that, and I'm getting ready to take the first shot here. Do I get anything for having a scope or any interest like that, or is that not in 20th?
It never really is, but it does something if you aim, but you're not aiming.
Okay. All right. So I'll get ready to roll here.
Cool. Okay, so do you have a specialty? Actually, it doesn't matter. You miss. It basically, You are confronted with this glowing halo around him of pure red energy, and it's so bright it causes your gunfire to go ever so slightly to the left, and it grazes past him without impacting. Who's next in the... Ambrose, you're next. How's it going?
I'm going good. I'm going to do Arms of the Abyss.
Okay.
And to know, because how long would my tentacle have to be to hit that mirror and be like, nope, fuck you?
You can...
It's true,
just
handstand
need to see...
blows make it longer.
Yeah, but also, I think that in order to have it hit a target, you need to be able to see the target.
Okay, so I can't see the mirror.
No. However, if you got upstairs, you might be able to do it. And how much potence do you have?
3.
If you want, I will let you spend your action to potence jump onto the second level.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, cool. Next up is going to be Michael. How's it going, buddy?
So, what Michael can do, I'm going to vanish Messina and text her, use the device or let me use it.
Okay, vanish is actually, it needs to be rolled, so it is... Yep. What is the...
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh,
it is the...
yep. Either this or we die, Bishop. Wait.
Oh no. Oh no,
What?
this is
I need to look up the rule real quick.
Why, Bishop, why are you suddenly oh-knowing? What's wrong?
No.
It was how do you want to die scenario, Evan.
I feel like we had a plan and then it stopped.
I kind of don't want us to kill the hot guy.
I mean, seduce him, see what happens.
I asked. Yeah.
Bishop, as you peer deeper into him, he is being motivated by really pure love. But it's that really brightly pure love that you've only ever seen in one particular circumstance.
Okay. Charisma Stealth versus Wits Alertness. So it's the highest Wits Alertness
His
present.
So his
Okay.
with alertness together will be 8, so it'll be difficulty 8.
Okay. And I am Charisma 5, Stealth is 3. I really need to start getting 4s and things. So
Remember to spend your willpower if you want to spend it.
yeah, I'll be spending willpower on this. I'm not going to leave it to chance.
Okay.
And what did you say was 8?
8.
Two successes.
Is that enough?
What are you trying to do?
Vanish from the mind.
With three or fewer successes, the character fades but does not vanish, becoming an indistinct ghost-like figure.
Okay, yeah. So both of you become ghost-like figures. I will point out, because the Vosged go on instinct, they will now not target you because they don't perceive you very well.
I'm still cloaked. I'm just vanishing Anthony, so I'm still completely
Yeah, no,
undetectable.
actually, yes, you were cloaked because you didn't get hit by the explosion. Haha, there you go. So next up is Emily. How's it going?
Before we continue, I need to point something out, and I hate it because it does not help us. It only hurts us.
Oh.
But if he's doing the thing, stealth is impossible.
I was going to point that out, but it's not impossible for the Vosged.
That's true.
Yes, you are 100% right. He can perceive everyone. However, that doesn't mean the Vosged can. But, Emily, you're up. What you doing, dear?
How far is there from where we are in general to him, to the singing dude?
You can get there in a turn and still attack if you want
to. God damn it. Fuck. If I get close to that guy, I'm fucking done for.
Claude. Maybe you should try reasoning with him. I'm just saying. Continue.
He's full on crying, right?
Yes. Full on. Once again, Francis, because you can perceive this, every time, like, he does not want to be doing this, but once again, that portion of him is being overridden by this insane, horrible love. Ah, blood bonds.
Oh.
Hang on, it's
no.
Emily. So, Emily, what do you want to do, dear?
I'm gonna. Actually, I'm gonna. Ready in action.
Mhm.
In response, if someone acts, then she's gonna like. If this guy goes for someone, she's going to act on it. Or if Vosht come into striking range, she's going to go for the Vosht.
Okay, cool. It is now the Vosge turn. They proceed to get into position, charging down the stairs, it cracking under their weight as these slabbering maws and many hands lunge towards you. They are attempting to grasp, but once again, they're quite far away. And as Francis has pointed out, they are not fast beasts by any means. No, no. It'll take them at least another turn to get there to be ready. And Monique, you're up.
Can I interrupt at this point as I've held my action?
Yes, because you have held an action.
Okay. So I should be noted. I'm spending 3 celerity. One is to actually gain an additional movement action. Because I want to get away from the bad man with the sword. Yeah, I'm. I'm going to jump up onto the. Can I jump up onto the train? Given that I have a dot bonus.
Yes.
Cool. On a height advantage. And
you have the high ground.
I have a high ground barrel. Oh my god. I'm just going to let off one of my Dragon's Breath rounds into the Vosge.
Okay. Well, technically speaking, your movement action is your held action. The rest would have to be done on your celerity actions.
Okay. Can I speak to the Baharael then?
Yes, if it's less than 6 seconds of dialogue.
Okay, then is Francis doesn't actually aim at Baharael. Baharael. He aims at the Vosge.
On a side note, does anyone here have anything that is, because I should have actually done this beforehand and I apologize that I didn't. Does anyone here have a skill that would relate directly to religion?
Academics.
Nope, for me.
No.
Oh, fuck it. No, you guys have Enigma because he's still listening in. He will comment, for the record, he'll say, wow, this is like better than anime. No shit. But no, his actual comment is, yeah, hey, that's kind of funny. You know, Baharael's the name of the Judeo-Christian angel of redemption. Wow, that's fucked up.
Can I get an intelligence enigmas then?
Yes.
Okay.
As in the back of your mind, you just hear Stalheim scream, kill it with fire, continue to kill it more, kill it more with fire.
Kill it till it dies.
Yeah,
That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Isn't it this horrible poetic irony that the angel of redemption has been turned into this monster?
Yes, I'm going to point that out now. The speaking action. Francis, all Francis. Well, first he will say, "You told us we could walk away. You forget that you can do the same."
Roll me charisma expression.
I am terrible. I have a chanting voice though.
I mean, that'll help.
What's the diff?
After your enchanting voice has been applied, 7.
Okay, I'm gonna spend all power on this. Because, you know, it's weird. This is the first time Francis has actually empathized with the guy from the Sabbat. Like, he doesn't want to be here. To
I
be
mean,
honest,
look at him. He's so cute.
this is not relevant. Spending raw
Oh,
power.
Tiger, you showed up just in time
Oh
to
my
die.
god, glad I got the one success. Jesus.
Wow.
Actually, I'm gonna double check. I might be entitled to another dice. Let me double check. I
moment
don't have
when you-
many dice for this, but I have
That
some.
moment where you regret fucking retiring, Bruce. Fucking bullshit.
Hey,
No, I only have 4 dice. I only get the one success.
There is
Is
a
there-
brief, momentary, because you can perceive this flicker of doubt, but he continues.
Okay, that's cool. I'm gonna keep working that psyche.
Evan, real
yes.
quick, is there a way that I could give him the words of Salat to his childer?
If you talk,
Oh god.
Yeah, I may have to release Obfuscate at that point, but I can't do it yet. I have to do it on my turn because it's going to be a social action.
all right. So next up, Monique, take your action, dear.
Okay, first of all, I would like to blood buff my physical attributes by 3. So I want to spend 3 blood points.
Wait, hang on. What's your generation?
9th.
You can spend 2 blood a turn, not 3.
2. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, by 2. That will be okay. It's something. So. And what's my proximity to the sexy dude?
About 20 feet away or so.
What's that in real numbers?
I'll be right back. I just heard
Huh?
something.
Oh, he's about 12 meters or so away.
Okay. And how about the little beasties?
They're not little. That is a misnomer.
Okay, the big beasties.
They're about 20, 25 meters away, but they're going to get there next turn, and there's going to be a fucking.
Jesus.
Alrighty.
They have potent 6. What do you want from me?
Someone is going to get
Are
fucked
they
in the
able to
worst way
climb
possible.
to things? To climb or leap on things?
Huh?
Are they able to climb or leap on things?
You have no idea what they can do.
Okay. That's true. That's true. I have no fucking idea. Fuck. I think for now I'll just also climb on top of the thing of the train just to have some distance, I suppose. What do I roll for that? Dex Athletics.
Well, Francis has potence, which let him hop. So yeah, you roll me your Dex Athletics plus your Celerity, and it's going to be difficulty 6 to do, and you're going to require 3 successes.
Okay. This better work. Difficulty again, 6, you said.
6. Yep.
Fuck. Please work. Okay.
Yep.
Oh, barely.
Yeah, you managed to clamber on top of the train. All right. So next next was the Vosges. Tiger, we will put you in at the start of the next initiative round. If you want to roll in, by all means, feel free to do so. So now we go into celerity actions. Other than Bahariel, I believe, who else spent for celerity?
I did. I got 3 additional actions.
Francis did, and I believe Sam did.
That's correct.
Cool. So Bahariel will take his celerity action first, because he is the top of the initiative. He has an additional 3 celerity actions in the same way that Francis does.
Oh.
Hi, Francis. He potents in one leap from about 20 feet away, leaps on top of the train.
Uh-oh.
That is his action. Now it is Francis's action.
I can't speak to him during celerity because I think it'd just be really fast nonsense.
Make out with him.
Kiss him.
Kiss him now. It's already.
Only love can beat hate.
Oh man, if you guys could see what I'm going to tell him, and then immediately kill me because I know this stuff. But yeah,
Somebody happened to read a book and nod. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, if I could talk to him, I would. I'm not sure I can.
I will let you spend your entire action attempting to talk to him if you like.
Out of character, I'm like, please don't kill me. Nah, he's. Yeah, he's actually just going to say, "You wield a man for a sword."
That doesn't seem to phase him.
Okay.
That's the best you can do?
No. It's. I was going to continue. You gave. You tried to spare us, now let me try to spare you.
What be charisma expression again?
Spending massive willpower because I have to, because Jesus. Quite literally, I mean, he's named after the Angel of Redemption.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I get 2 successes this time.
The doubt flares again, brighter than before.
Okay.
It is now Sam's celerity action.
Alrighty, I'm gonna see that he's talking with him, and I'm gonna shoot one of the big guys.
Okie dokie, artichoke.
2 shots.
Well, 1 shot, because you still have another celerity action after. Basically,
okay.
they work in their own turn initiative order. So, yes, so roll your shot, and you're going to shoot another Vosged.
Evan, technically I held my action, but
Yes, would you like to take your action now?
well, that means I have to get close to one of them. So
No,
Yes,
I hit
no.
on the Vogue with a willpower spent, so 6.
Okay, roll me your damage. How much damage does a sniper rifle do? I want to say it's like 8.
I believe so.
It's 7. Thank you, Tiger. To be fair, he generally knows the stuff better than I do, so we'll call it 7 plus your rollover successes. So that's going to be 13 dice damage.
What's the difficulty? For the
Difficult
damage?
to say.
Okay.
But ones do not take away. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 successes. Ha ha ha. I will now roll its soak. Oh wow. The bullet embeds itself, you see blood flow. And there's a low moan. It doesn't even stop it, and it doesn't even stop like to pause or anything. It just keeps going. Okay, it is now up to the Therael's action. Francis, he slashes at you.
Ooh.
I actually do
rifles
want
are
to take my action. Just saying.
Okay, would you like to take your action?
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
I want to attack the Vosged.
Okay, do you want to attack the Vosge that was just shot?
Yes, please.
Okay, slash it with your fingernails.
My very extremely and very effective pedicure will attack.
Yeah.
And 1 moment, that will be 4, 5, 4, didn't, so that's straight throw.
It's Dex Brawl, actually. But, man.
Oh, okay, then it's 3 more because I have celerity, so that I didn't spend for in this turn. So. Oh, that's sad.
Didn't make a difference.
1, 2, 3. So that's 4 rollover. So that's 4 plus 1 for the claws. That's 5. And that's 8. Potence. And that's 12 with strength. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I hate you.
I'm sorry? You slashed at it. Once again, there's a low moaning sound. It does not seem to give 2 fucks.
Well, it does take a single point of damage.
It does, but I'm putting out that, bear in mind, these things don't really have much of a feeling of pain.
Yeah.
Unless you really hurt it. Hi, Francis.
Oh God, no, no! Please stop.
Sorry, Francis.
Francis goes boom. We all scream.
1, 2, 3.
Can I attempt to dodge? Because I have an action.
Yeah, that will burn your next action, though. And he does have 1 more remaining.
Yeah, I need to talk him down, but he's hitting me with potence, and that fucking hurts. I don't even know if this does ag.
I might actually help you talking him down, though.
All weapons that were made by Vicissitude's body armory do indeed do ag.
Okay, kind of.
But if you continue this route, I can help.
4, 5, 6, minus 2. He got 4 successes on that particular swipe. It's up to you if you want to use a parry or a dodge.
Okay. I probably kind of have to, because he's hitting me with potence and ag. I can't ignore that. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna roll the dice for it. Okay, I do dodge.
The blade flicks up and around his head, and he brings it crashing down, but Francis is just nimble enough to step out of the way.
I'm just gonna tell him, don't do this to yourself.
Emily, it is, or not Emily, sorry, Sam, it is now your second celerity action.
Okie dokie. First, same as the first, same guy.
Pew 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 pew, motherfucker!
So let's put them in a hearse.
Well, thank you, Colonel O'Malley of Siren O'Brien.
I'm just gonna say, if Monique has a fucking shotgun loaded with fucking incinerator rounds or dragon's breath rounds, and she wants to do talking actions, give the fucking shotgun to Sam. Because you know what? Don't talk. Do you know what? Don't talk. Vosged. They don't talk.
So I'll be rolling 13 dice for damage. Actually, it's 8 plus 6. Sorry. So 14 dice for damage.
You roll that thing.
7 hits.
It's actually more than that. It's 1, 2, 3.
9.
4, 5.
9, sir.
Thank you. Wow, this is going to tickle. Unless my dice rolls are just as they have been all evening, also known as no, you die. 1, 2, 3. Yep, okay. You blow a huge chunk out of it, and it squeals in a high-pitched noise, showering the area with bloody viscera. That it felt. That it felt big style. All right, Bishop. It is now Bahirael's last celerity action, and he is going to attempt to run you through.
Stop. Good sir, I implore you.
That's not how any of this works.
I mean, you know, I just...
1, 2, 3,
Francis?
4, 5,
Hug
6. Oof. 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 That's it. Francis, you have body armor, don't you?
Pardon?
You have some body armor, don't you?
I have a lot of armor. I have Kevlar. I have Fortitude. And I'm definitely. I can tell you what I'm doing. I'm parrying.
You can't.
Oh, what?
You can't. How many celerity actions do you have?
This is my third. I have 3.
Yes, you used 1 to jump up on the train. Used the. Hang on.
He used 1 to jump to me though.
Oh yeah, that's fair. Parry.
So
Parry like
I think we're actually even.
Yes, parry like a bitch.
Okay. I'm much better at this. That's 16 mine. Wait. 5 plus 6 is 11.
Remember to take into account your armor penalties.
Yeah, still got plus 2 for my celerity. Minus
13.
1 puts me at 12. Oh my god, I want to die inside. I get 6.
Yes, you managed to parry his blow. All right.
Does me
you-
refusing to actually harm him help?
Maybe it does. Now it is Sam's final shot before we move back to the top of the initiative. By the way,
Okie dokie.
Tiger, how's it going? Is it going good? I hope it's going good.
Okie dokie, artichoke. First verse, same as the first again.
Hang on.
Willpower commensurate.
Tiger, did you roll into the initiative?
Yeah, I'm at 17.
Hey,
Oh
Evan,
shit. Okay, we have to re-roll that. But
life fucking sucks.
Yep.
why does life suck now?
We will explain after the scene.
Okay. Am I going to be filled with rage?
Possibly.
Okay. I will cut a bitch. Oof.
Oof.
That's a big oof.
Nice.
By the way, do your tens double?
Yes.
11. So that's 10 rollover. Roll those dice.
So extra 10.
Yeah. So it's 18 dice of damage. Whew.
Nice.
Oof. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That was not the best damage roll. Yeah, another bloody chunk is shot out of this creature. It is very angry and bleeding from several gigantic fish-shaped holes in it. And we now go to the top of the initiative with Bahariel.
Oh my god. I implore you?
You spend 3 blood points. Because, fun fact, Bishop, in this edition, it can be any attack. It doesn't have to be a counterattack.
What?
In this edition, Samael's Vengeance is not a counterattack.
Are you
It's
real?
Yeah, it's rank 5 Valaran. You can check it if you'd like.
Okay. Alright, I guess all I can do is parry. I'm just gonna, at this point, I'm just gonna drop my gun and use my sword to parry, I guess.
Yeah, for the record, because I'll read it out to be fair. Samael's Vengeance system. This power costs 3 blood points. Any single attack made by the vampire automatically hits the target as a mystical force guides the blow. Attacks in this manner may not be dodged, though they may be blocked or parried, and soaked as normal. The blow strikes as if the Slibian tribute succeeded on all rolls, but this power may only be used once per turn, and then the Slibian tribute's sole action is this attack. Additionally, this power does not work on ranged weapons, bare fists and melee weapons only.
Okay, well, I'm going to boost my dex to 7.
In theory, you have to do that on your turn.
Oh, right. Oh, no, don't you spend for blood points reflexively?
Okay, I'll let you do it.
Okay. In any case, it's going to take...
He will hit you with 12 successes.
Well, I do have 17 dice.
Mitigate, mitigate, mitigate.
May the gods be with you.
Oh, that was not generous. Well, I needed the ones to not be there, preferably.
That was slightly sad.
I got 8 successes, so he still gets 4.
He does. Okay, which
And I do have Fortitude active, but it's not much.
Also, he did not spend for anything else. He did not spend for celerity. He did not spend fortitude. He did not spend for potence. So that is 4. Plus the sword. Sorry, so that is... How many did you get, sorry?
I got 8.
So that is 3 rollover. So that means his strength is currently 6 plus 3, which is 9, plus his potence of 4, which is 13.
Oh my god. I need to roll extremely well.
Take
well,
6
I soak 1.
Okay.
And I soak another 2, so I take 3 ag.
Your life is pretty sad right now as the blade impales you through the stomach.
Can I at least speak with him?
That is his only action, so in theory you can spend all of your celerity rounds talking at him if you'd like. Next up is, hi, my little Tremere Bubba. Are you going to do the thing that involves the evil thing with the thing?
No, because
Aww.
my actual action is I'm actually loyal to the Tremere. I literally can't do that.
Okay.
That whole thing in the cup and the, you know.
Well, that you swore that some people actually listened to.
So I guess since I'm still under vanish, can I still make my way towards the mirror?
Yeah, you can. The Vosge will completely ignore you.
So I'm gonna spend my whole action running towards the mirror.
Okay, cool. You would guess, because obviously Thaumaturgy and Aspect 6, next turn that mirror is going to activate. You don't want to know what's going to spill out, but something's coming out.
Would I be able to make it to destroy the mirror?
It will activate. Bear in mind, Amboise is already up there, so on his action, he may make an attempt to destroy the mirror.
Okay.
So next up we have Francis. It is your action. You have a sword. It's pretty sad, Sauce.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm going to give you a piece of advice. Hold your action, or rather, because obviously you guys can communicate out of character. Brett is going to say something that might have a significant impact. Would you like to hold your action?
Okay, I'll hold it.
Okay. Next up is Tiger. Tiger, there are 2 Vosge, and one guy with a glowing eye in the center of his forehead who keeps singing about how shit life is. In Hebrew.
So we can understand the main character.
Also, people are actively trying to talk the guys singing in Hebrew down.
I mean, fair. Is this the same guy that just seemed to have stabbed the sheriff through the chest?
It was working, okay? I'm almost there.
We're trying.
All I have is this dinky ass knife. So I'm gonna chill and obfuscate for a little bit, and I'm gonna hold my action.
I was going to say, there is the option of you having that knife made into a burning blade, if you like.
There's what?
The option for that knife to be a burning blade, if you like.
That would be nice.
I'll let Anthony roll another one because you were on the train for over an hour, so don't worry about it.
Gotcha.
So yeah, you're going to chill and obfuscate. Sam, are you going to unload some more into the Vosge?
Sam is muted as well.
Because I'd recommend so. They're about to do sad things to Emily.
Sam is still muted.
Okay, so we're going to move forward. Ambloss, so you are on the second level. You see one of you guys seated behind a computer screen and another standing behind him. His face is all cut in, basically almost look like
Shooting celerity.
Thank you.
Wait, I can't really hear you that well.
I was trying to say, you get to the second floor. You see one person seated behind a computer screen, flicking his hands over the keys. And you see another man dressed in a black trench coat who looks like he has a smile carved into both sides of his face. And he whips around when he sees you. But you have your action. What do you do?
Where is the mirror?
It is on the ground.
Right in front of me?
It'll take. Yeah, you can get there in your action. Yes.
So would I be able to attack it in the same action?
Yes.
Yep, gonna break that mirror.
Okay, roll me your dex brawl to break the mirror.
Can I pummel it with the pummel of my sword?
Use the blade, kill it.
Well, I mean, yeah. Just break it with the blade. It's a fucking two-handed sword. Fuck it.
All right, roll me your dex melee.
And specialty sword. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 is 23. 3, 4, 5. Sorry, 4.
Are you spending blood for anything before we continue?
No.
Okay, roll me your strength plus 2, plus 3 rollover, plus your focus.
It's a two-handed sword, so it's strength plus 4, isn't it?
Yes. Okay.
A two-handed broadsword, sir? A two-handed broadsword is strength plus 6.
There you go.
Oh, okay, 6. So that's 6 plus his strength is 5. That's 11 plus his 18 dice of damage.
The mirror has 5 levels of health.
18 d10.
By the way, guys, I respect the fact that you keep chatting in the side chat, but please constantly be posting the initiative order so I don't lose it. Thank you.
Yep. Bye-bye, mirror.
How much damage did you do, Amboss?
7 only.
Hi, Amboss. Do you have any dots of fortitude?
2.
As the mirror explodes, take 7 ag damage as it rebounds.
Oh!
That's nasty.
Okay, can I soak it with my
Oof.
40? Okay, so
yeah, you can soak it with your armor plus your fortitude.
Okay.
Oof.
Can willpower be used on
No.
Okay. Fuck.
You soak one of them.
I soak one.
Okay, you are not immediately knocked into torpor or final death, but you are currently on fire.
Huh.
Oh, God, what happened for
Maybe the burning blade wasn't the good idea for that.
He smashed.
It wasn't the burning one.
He smashed the mirror. There were consequences.
Oh, he didn't hit it with he has a burning blade and a normal blade. He hit it with a normal blade.
It was just the fact you destroyed the mirror.
Yeah, I know. I'm just telling you the other dude.
But basically,
Sorry, remember your name.
you see Ambrose immolate in bright green fire.
It is Sam, just before we forget.
No.
Yep, I will. I'm just going to keep doing what I've been doing to this guy, see if I can bring him down.
That's entirely fine. Just 1 second. Ambrose, just make me a rush rec roll, difficulty 9, because you're on fire. And Sam, yep, feel free to make your shot roll, sir. I like to think that I have made this suitably difficult for you all.
I don't like you. I don't like you at all, really.
You're a fucking bully.
What, Bishop? What have I done? I love you.
Okay, Ambrose is not phased by the fire.
Wow. Ambrose, you being a fucking boss.
And the Sabat, they give you sass for that. And the Camarilla, they give you a pat on the back and say, "Don't do that again."
7 dice of damage on the shooting.
You know what?
Oh,
You know, I'll just say I'll use that badass roll to look at the guy who turned to me, give him the finger, and go, "Oops."
If you're on fire, why don't you give them a hug?
I mean, that would take an
That's
action.
the vote
Yeah,
seems,
Oh,
the vote seems entirely unfazed by the shot. But next up we have was Michael. You are up next. You're about to do some speaking actions.
Yes, and I'm probably going to die because of it, but I'm going to release my obfuscate. I'm going to look up at Bariel. I'm going to say, "Child of Salat, hear the words of your sire." And do you want me to actually say this out loud for everybody to hear?
Make it epic, bro.
Know you are made to be unmade. You are the white lamb, the gentle sacrifice. You are the greatest part of the bounty of Cain, and on your shoulders shall be his greatest sin. For alone among the children of Cain I have asked the one above for forgiveness, and I have been visited by the worst of the one below's demons. Those snakes which bit me in my sleeping, those foul worms who sucked my blood, I learned from them to take the blackness from the blood, the wounds from the flesh, the evil from the soul. And though I may die, you, my child, will live on. Open thy eye and see the world truly, and know that what you do now goes on to heal another generation. These are the words of your maker, of your sire, of your sire, of Salat himself.
Hi, Bishop. How's it going?
Oh, what?
there's a whole lot of hurt. A whole lot of.
That was like 4 actions or something, but
I don't care. That was epic. His hand slips from his sword. His sword is still in you, but he's not holding it anymore. Would you like to take your talking action now as regret and grief overpower him?
Please don't fuck this up. Please don't fuck this up.
Okay.
Burn willpower. Burn it.
Shut up.
It's just a panic. It's the panic from Monique's voice that just makes it so much delicious.
Keep my eyes true and my heart clear.
Yeah. Francis will just kind of what he does is he kind of puts his hands on both his shoulder, like he grabs it, because this is an intense situation. He's not like, "Oh, I'm just gonna gently put my hands on his shoulder." He kind of grabs his arms and like kind of jostles him, like he's kind of like shaking sense into him. The sword is still in him, by the way. He's just trying to not care about it. As he says, every time we do this, every time we fight, a part of ourselves dies. Please, 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 let one good thing happen tonight. Do one good thing. Let us do one good thing.
Roll me your charisma expression, difficulty 5, with a threshold of 4 successes.
I only have 3 dice because of the wound penalty.
You can spend a willpower to negate the wound penalty and spend another one on the roll.
And wound penalties do not apply to those, does it?
Yes.
Did they do?
Yes, it does actually.
Okay, strength willpower, difficulty 5. Do have my cumulative successes helped in any way?
I'll make it difficulty 4.
Please no ones. Please no ones. Please no. Yes! I get the 4, barely. Or literally, I can only get the 4.
He looks at you with tears streaming down his face. He reaches into his trench coat pocket and he screams at the top of his lungs for all of you to run, and he presses a button.
Oh,
Oh.
At which point you hear a beeping noise coming from inside the Vosges.
Oh, I'm gonna use that celerity and run all the way over
Can
there.
I use my celerity to run?
Bishop,
Please?
Bishop.
Celerity.
No, hang on, no. This is really important. A similar noise comes from inside his chest.
Oh my god, that's fucked up.
That's fucked up.
I'd like to take my action.
Okay.
Well,
Can I run and fucking pull the sheriff off his sword so he can run too?
Yes.
I'm right next to him, but but don't have an action. So yeah.
Oh,
Yes, Tiger. You may in fact body check the sheriff.
sounds good.
I'm
First,
gonna
I take the book he wanted. Now I fucking body check him.
piece of shit. What are you, the fucking TSA?
No, I'm actually effective.
Oh,
Tiger, make me a Dex Athletics check.
Okay.
spicy.
Standard diff, I'm assuming.
Standard diff.
I got 3 successes.
Basically, what happens is you see him look at you, Bishop, and he smiles as you are body checked off the train by Tiger to the left. Basically, like to the left-hand side you go at high velocity.
oh god. You know, in classic Toreador fashion, I'm going to weep tears of blood.
Oh,
It's Humanity 7. This is really fucked up.
this is
Yeah.
fucked up. I'm shook.
There is an earth-breaking explosion as the Vosges and Bahariel are incinerated. With his last breath, you hear him say in English, "I am the Lamb." And then he is washed away in flame.
Aww.
Oh.
So sad.
This was sad.
The two Sabbat who were upstairs are kind of looking at Ambrose, and Ambrose is looking back at them. The man with the scars carved into his face sighs, and you see him press something on his ear, and he mutters something. If
Can I
Ambrose
have a
was not,
surprise action since he has no idea where I'm at?
I'm gonna say yes.
Okay. Alright, so that is that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 to hit.
Are you aiming for the guy seated behind the computer or Scarface?
Scarface.
Yeah, you hit him.
So that is 6. 6 is 12. 12. 6 plus 6 is 12. 12 plus 9.
Can't you do water magic?
What?
Can't you do like water magic?
One,
Something?
No,
two,
she's
three.
just straight up fucking shanking the bitch.
I mean, okay.
Prison
I'm burning.
rules, bro.
Prison rules, bitch.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 points of aggravated damage.
Oh, you kill him instantly. You action.
No.
You The one behind the computer.
I point a sword at him and I say, "Don't move."
You feel a rustle of the wind behind you. You feel a rustle of the wind behind you as you do that. Just as the figure falls to ashes on the ground in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
And for those of you who are looking, basically, you feel the wind pick up all of a sudden, like a great gust of wind blow through the building. And standing directly behind you, here we go.
Oh,
Oh, what?
oh
Well,
no.
I have no responses for that one.
character response. Please, I ask nothing else. But can that noise be made?
There's no small whimper.
My. It would seem as though you kill my angel. You rip my train station to nothing. He turns. He backhands Amboise, just like literally backhands him. You were in such a weakened state. You fly into the wall, but you're kind of to one side now, so you're kind of happy, you know? You're not dead. That's better than being dead.
Yay! Does he knock me so hard it turns the fire off?
Actually, yes. With basically the velocity you travel at, it extinguishes the fire.
Okay, on the floor, he just goes, thank
You
you.
came to the interesting realization that every time you've seen the Voivode, he's been hunched over, but you haven't been really able to tell because of the robes he wears. Except now he's standing up straight, and he's about 8.5 foot tall. Give or take. You come into my realm uninvited. Cockroaches. You take from me without my permission. I do not believe that this is justified. At which point, guys, you start to feel really warm as the ground beneath you starts to liquefy.
Honey, why? Just why, Evan? Like,
Because he's evil.
So I have but one question to ask before it is that I send you screaming to your graves. He raises his hand. Magma starts to pour out over the ground.
Back on the train, back on the train, back on the train, back on the train.
What is it that you will say when I send you to meet the Reaper?
I'm going to look right at him and say, the knowledge that I have of your sect, knowledge that you require.
Are you there though?
Yes, I am here.
No.
Knowledge that you require will be lost if I die.
You think that I do not know. You think that I do not see. At which point you hear a kind of a very polite cough, like, I can tell you that you can't see, because you didn't see me coming. As you see Hennessy punch him straight to the back of the head.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Classic
It
Hennessy.
will refer to as Donkey Punch.
I think by now it should be called the Hennessy Punch, though.
Because it's almost comedic, because bear in mind, Hennessy's about 5'3", and he hops up into the air to punch the 8-foot tall motherfucker to the back of the skull. But one moment, I want to get Hennessy's picture. On a side note, because you guys decided you wanted Hennessy, so I made a decision that depending on how this scene went, would depend on. I choose to point out if you guys had gotten Thrain, or if you guys had gotten Thrain, or if you had Thrain, he wouldn't have shown up. If you had Stalheim, he would have showed up and blackmailed you on. Or if you'd chosen Heaviside, he would have showed up for the lulz and then just fucked off.
Who?
Who's your boy? Who do you trust?
But basically, what happens is, it's pretty interesting. You see Hennessy punch him straight to the back of the head. There's a sickening crack as he does so, because you can tell Hennessy put all of his strength into that punch. So the bishop falls forward because it completely unbalances him, almost breaks his spine in the process. But before he hits the ground, you see him once again turn into an ephemeral air-like entity that dissipates nearly immediately in the breeze, smashing all the windows in the train station as it escapes.
I mean, he's got another spine. He doesn't really care about the first one.
You're not wrong. For the record, you guys will see the fact that Hennessy is bleeding incredibly profusely, and he doesn't seem to be able to stop it, which is quite interesting.
I'm going to start ripping up my lab coat to see if I can bind his wounds.
But he slumps down. On onto the. He slumps down, kind of letting his hands place themselves on the guardrail, and he says, "My team have managed to secure the outer suburbs. Of the 12 of us, only 4 now remain. I take it that you have met with more success here, Sheriff."
I think I'm still alive.
We have the train station. I consider that a success.
Sheriff Beaumont, where are you?
Oh yeah, Francis. Oh, well, I mean, he's cleaned himself up ever so slightly. He kind of he probably emerged from the other side of the train because he just
Pull
got.
the sword out. Do you need help?
Oh yeah. Yeah, he still has a sword in him, I guess.
You have a living sword
Do
in
you
you,
need
which is
help?
just terrible. Just terrible.
Yeah, Francis emerges from behind, around the train with another Nosferatu. He looks, obviously, needless to say, looks very haggard. I mean, he has a sword in him. He pulls it out. He simply says, "A child of Salot decided to end himself with the Vosht, and in doing so granted us a great victory."
Do you have your aura sight on Hennessy at the moment?
Yes, I still have it up. It's never ended.
Mm.
His aura perception was very important to actually gauging Bahariel. So
Can I get it up too?
Can I get it up too? Fuck it.
If you guys want.
everybody
That's
getting up.
perception and empathy, right?
Yep,
Or-
perception empathy, difficulty 8 minus your levels of aspects.
Is Hennessy letting me bind his wounds?
Yeah. The wounds are closing just very, very slowly. There's also kind of an odd... Something is causing him to bleed, if that makes sense.
Just a quick question: Is
One
there still a Sabat present?
There was
yes.
the one I asked.
You asked one. The other one's sitting behind the computer. He's kind of throwing his hands up like, nope, 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 don't get it.
Okay. Just checking.
I got
Because-
one success, but it's a 10.
I got 5.
You only really get that Hennessy's a vampire. You don't really get his colors because that requires more successes.
Yeah, that was a fail.
When you mention a child of Saulot, Hennessy becomes very, very sad and depressed.
Francis, for his
think
part, is
we
also
all
very,
are.
very sad and depressed.
Yeah. Monique is too.
Apart from Mistina, because obvious.
It's fine.
She's probably more nervous than anything else. Like, oh shit.
You're talking about Bahariel, yeah?
Yeah.
That was a sad case. He was blood-bound a very long time ago to an entity that he despised, but the powers of the blood are the powers of the blood.
They turned him into a bomb.
Hennessy kind of sits himself up on the rail. He's letting Brightman basically see to stitch his wounds closed or whatever else as he's doing, or tourniquet his wounds.
Yeah, Francis, for his part, looks very, very disgusted when he says they turned him into a bomb. Like, he can't. It's kind of like it doesn't process for him. Like, how could somebody actually do that to him? Is very. It's not something he can actually understand. So he just looks utterly disgusted with the very concept.
Enigma. Yes, Mr. Hennessy? Inform Prince Thrain that we have a victory. He can begin sending the troops down from the capital. Yes, Mr. Hennessy.
The Red List offered us help.
Oh.
Is Ambrose able to get himself up, or is he too fucked up?
Ish. In order to move, you need to spend a willpower.
Or Emily will pick up Ambrose.
There you
I'm
go.
just gonna put Ambrose up on a row of chairs.
That's fine. It is a station, so there are plenty of chairs.
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
And
I'm just gonna-
Emily is gonna break off a trail leg, and she's gonna stake the guy left.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! There's no need to do that now. we can make some kind of deal. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Wait. I have information. I'm really not queasy about revealing it, and I'd rather continue living. Ish.
Tell us everything you know.
Well, what do you want to know?
Can I establish telepathy? So if I know he's withholding anything?
Yes, you can.
Thank you. I believe that's perception investigation, right?
Mm-hmm.
Intelligence, subterfuge, telepathy.
There you go.
Intelligence subterfuge? Okay.
Yeah.
Look, I'm just look. I was just a pyro guy. I used to work for bands, for fuck's sake. They basically knocked me over the back of the head, and now I'm this. So I don't know what you guys are fighting about. I don't really care. But please don't brandish weapons at me. That would... Thanks.
Checking his aura.
3 successes. I'm in his head.
He doesn't seem to be lying.
You're a shovelhead.
Not quite, Hennessy will say. He wasn't mass embraced, but they embraced him for a purpose.
You rigged the explosives?
Yeah.
Well, she looks at the others. We're gonna take you with us, but I think it's easier for everyone if you just, well, stake for the moment. Don't worry. It won't be a problem.
Yeah, that might not be the best idea. Okay, I'll level with you guys. What they have here was just a taster. They've got arms out the yin-yang, and I mean that quite literally. They've been doing business with some kind of Asian crime syndicate who've been getting them whatever they need.
Fuck. I think I know who that is.
Like, they've got crates of Sentex, man. I mean, this is real military level shit.
Where?
Spread in caches throughout the city. It was said that you guys weren't going to take this city. If necessary, his high scaliness said he'd burn the place to the ground just so that you could... He'd burn the place to the ground as long as it got time for his ship to get here.
Who's on the ship?
Fucked if I know.
Lots of very unpleasant people, I'm guessing. Or
Something
worse.
immediately recalled to you, people who are listening. They've never done this type of rite on a ship before. Interesting.
Enigmas?
There's not really enough to go on. Ishar said it. They're doing... Francis was pondering, why is the ship taking so long? Why is it moving in such a way? Why is it constantly stopping? But maybe, now you've got something more to go on.
If they're using an elaborate rite that requires them to take longer to get here, it could be something immensely powerful.
A what?
The person said they were performing a rite of some kind. Unfortunately, I don't know enough about the Sabbat to know what rites they could be doing, but it could be something not religious. It could be something mystical. And he'll look over to Messina and say, that would be your clan's department.
We'll get right on it.
So Francis is about law. Can I make a roll for this?
Not really. I mean, it's thaumaturgy. You could maybe ask the person who said it.
Do you really want to ask him, though?
Well, it's
Can I try a thaumaturgy roll?
You need a lot more information. Maybe if you did research, you'd need something to base your evidence on, other than they're doing a rite. Like, realistically, how many rituals do you know? Lots, and you know that there are lots more that you don't know.
Would Ambrose have any info? As being
No.
back?
Once again, you need to know what they were actually doing or have some basis to go on other than they're doing a ritual.
Sheriff, which direction was the ship in again?
Francis recalls.
Currently, it's off the coast of Havana.
Just off the coast of Havana right now. It's taking its sweet time. I'm making a lot of stops that I don't need to make.
Maybe they need. Emily stops. Her eyes go a bit wide. Maybe they need people.
I consider that. But they would have stocked up on prisoners in Mexico City.
Would you be able to show me the location?
I believe one of us is constantly, and he says this into the earpiece. I believe one of us is has a constant feed on the ship in question.
Yes,
He won't
sir.
say feed, he'll say beat.
It's right where you said it was, just off the coast of Havana.
Enigma can help you on that.
I'm helpful.
You're very helpful.
Then Enigma, I guess we have a lot to talk about.
Okay. Take him, Hennessy says as he stands up again, taps his fingers on the marble of the railing he was sitting on. Have him brought back to Dublin. If there's anything of use, we'll get it out of him.
And Emily will stake him.
Okay.
Classic Emily.
She just picks him up and just says,
Sheriff Seneschal, the prince has told me to inform you that the reinforcements to garrison the station are on the way. They should be there within the hour.
Good. Then we will need to begin preparing for our attack on the docks and to secure these caches.
Enigma. Yes, Seneschal. I'm going to be taking the train that they came in back to Dublin. See to that. You just let me know when you want to go, sir. Good.
Some of us are going to need some time to heal.
I can take some of you back to the city with me.
Thank you. Main benefit of taking this train station, we can leave and come back.
I lost 10 members of my strike team this evening. Fortunately, you have been lucky. I have not had to clash with Zamitsi war ghouls in a very long time. It is an unpleasant phenomenon.
As bad as the Sharn incident?
Worse. The lupine, when you stabbed it through the heart, had a tendency to die. These things didn't. Right. Sheriff, are you coming back with me, or do you have this position?
I will need to feed and heal, at least for a night. I think once I've partially healed, I'll be able to come back here and finish the rest of my recuperation here. I don't want to be gone from this place for very long.
Very well. In that case, Primogen Brightman, you have the command here.
Correct. Can I get a shotgun and at this point, Michael's going to throw his head back and howl. He's using Noah's call to bring some aid.
Okay. But yes, Hennessy will carry Ambrose because, he can.
Maniac's fucked up.
The rest of you will remain here until such point as our reinforcements arrive.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Sorry, yes, Sheriff.
He'll go to shake your hand.
He'll look surprised and will return the shake.
Thank you.
Just doing what I do for the benefit of the Camarilla.
Jones is going to kind of walk up sheepishly behind the sheriff.
Thanks for the save.
Sorry about the whole tackle thing. Are you okay?
I'll be okay. He's holding the living sword, by the way. It is still just terror, right?
That should probably be destroyed.
Hennessy kind of raises an eyebrow and he jumps up. So he literally, like in one very smooth movement, despite his wounds, hops onto the top of the train, and he kind of kneels down, and he raises an eyebrow before he will hop down again onto the platform. And to Francis, he holds out his hand. In it, he has a small silver medallion that looks like this.
Is he giving that to Francis?
Yeah.
Francis takes it and looks a little bit confused.
It's charred and burned. You could probably get it scuffed up or you could probably get it shined up, but you'd assume Behariel was wearing it.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm a spirit touch it.
All right.
What's Steph?
Difficulty 5.
Oh, I lose a dice because wound penalties. I get 3 successes.
You get Behariel when he was praying. He was holding this medallion in his hand. You hear when he was praying, because he was praying in English. May the Lord above us, the Lord who sent Gabriel to be our deliverance, may they in turn deliver me from my suffering eternal. May they grant me death in silence, for that is all I truly seek.
May you find what you seek. The Francis will simply, he'll just kind of tuck the medallion away and just kind of like nod respectfully to the seneschal for that. But he'll look at the sword and he'll say, he kind of like has it kind of like, he has his palms up, he's kind of has the sword like, flat on against his hands horizontally, and he just says, no living being should have to live like this. This is...
Hennessy holds out his hand.
Gives him the sword.
He tosses it down onto the train track. There is a spark of electricity, and the aura dies.
Francis, he spent a lot of willpower tonight, so maybe he is a bit phased by that. That's, it doesn't make him feel good. The person still died, but at least they're no longer in that perpetual state of pain.
We have much yet to do before the evening is over.
We do. But we have our beachhead.
Yes. And now many more will die taking this fetid place.
That's war.
Yes, it is. And with that, we will end our scene. Thank you guys for playing. Thank you watchers for watching. This has been another scene in Darkness in Dublin. Have a pleasant evening.